Chapter 9. In Chapter 9, we're going to look at volcanoes. Section 1, we're going to look at how and where volcanoes form. Section 2 is the magma and the erupted material. Section 3, we'll look at volcanic landforms. And Section 4, we'll take a look off the Earth at some extraterrestrial volcanism, especially at Mars. Section 1, how and where volcanoes form. Volcanic activity takes place primarily at subduction boundaries. And if you remember from the last chapter, subduction boundaries occur where plates are colliding or converging. In this example, we have an oceanic plate colliding with a continental plate, and the oceanic plate is subducting underneath the continental plate, and it creates that deep sea trench along the coast. And what typically happens, we can think of the coast of western United States and South America. We get an island, or I mean a volcanic chain of mountains along that coast. In Washington, for example, we get the Cascade Mountains. How this occurs is water in a subducted rock is released into the asthenosphere, lowers the melting temperature of the materials in the asthenosphere, and it leads to magma formation. As that magma cooks, because it's less dense than its surroundings, it's going to rise. Some of it will reach the surface, and it causes volcanoes on the overriding continental plate. At divergent boundaries, where the combination temperature, pressure, and water content are right for the formation of magma, we have two plates, in this case an oceanic plate moving in that direction, and this plate moving in this direction. And what causes that is that convection currents in the magma. That magma pushes up, reaches the surface, and actually pushes these two plates apart in the rift valley. We'll get the rifting that occurs, we'll get the rifting that occurs in the center where that magma is pushing up and causing those plates to split apart. Magma in volcanoes also form at hot spots. The classic example, again, the Hawaiian Islands. Hawaiian Islands formed over a hot spot. They're moving northwesterly and away from the hot spot because that Pacific plate is moving in that direction into the North American plate. Kauai is the oldest island of the chain. Then we get Oahu, Molokai, Lanai, Maui, and the youngest island in the chain, Hawaii. Vocab for this section 1, a volcano is an opening in Earth's crust through that molten rock, gases, and ash erupt. Also the landform that develops around this opening. A hotspot is an area of volcanic activity that results from a plume of hot solid material that's risen from deep within the Earth's mantle. And this concludes the lecture notes for Chapter 9, Section 1.